Very good morning, students. Last class we have seen the topic transpose of a matrix, and we have sheet of the last class. This is the transpose of matrix, and these are the properties: property 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have solved question on the transpose of matrix. Okay, this is page number 2, and we have solved some more question. Hope you have solved this question which I asked you to solve. And special type of matrix we started, and symmetric matrix and skew symmetric matrix we have covered, and some examples we have seen that how it works. And there are note: if the A is skew symmetric matrix, then this is equal to 0, or null matrix you will get if addition of matrix and transpose of a matrix. Second point, maximum number of distinct entries in a symmetric matrix of order n is n plus 1 by 2, and similarly in skew symmetric matrix we are getting n square minus n plus 1. For skew symmetric matrix, order 2p minus 1, where p belongs to natural number, and we have seen that how a matrix will determinant of that particular matrix will become 0, and that matrix which we have considered is known as singular matrix. Number 5th, we have seen definitely you will get the null matrix if the particular matrix is symmetric as well, skew symmetric. Properties of square matrix, or we have seen these many are properties of square matrix. And also we have seen that this is a very important one, this one, 4th one: every square matrix can be uniquely expressed as sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. And similarly functions, any function can also be expressed in the form of even function and odd function, the sum of even function and odd function. So we have seen that also, and similarly we have written this, and this is very important result which you need to understand and learn. This is page 5, and if A and B are symmetric matrix, then AB is symmetric matrix. We have seen this AB plus BA is also symmetric matrix, and this AB minus BA is skew symmetric matrix. And I hope you have completed your exercise 3.3. We will move to the further, and we'll solve some more questions, some new concepts. Today we are going to start with invertible matrices. So what is invertible matrices? We will see that also. First of all, let us consider two matrices, that is, let A is a square matrix and of order m, and let us consider another matrix B is another matrix of same order, that is order m, if exists. This is very important thing. If B is existing, then only we are talking about B, otherwise we are not talking about the B. The thing is, A is a square matrix of order m, and B is another matrix of order m if exists, such that A B equal to B A equal to I. What is I? I is identity matrix. A B, we are multiplying A and B, and here we are multiplying B with A. So order does not matter, but what matters is we are getting I over here. So in this particular case, definitely B is inverse of inverse matrix, or in better I write, B is inverse matrix of matrix A. Similarly, we can also say that A is inverse matrix of B. So it is vice versa. B is inverse of A and A is inverse of B. We can check this. Okay. Further, I'll move. It is denoted by A inverse. It is like that. Definitely matrix inverse of a matrix is denoted by this symbol only, but that does not mean this is not equal to 1 by matrix A. Reciprocal of matrix is not defined, therefore we are finding inverse of that, but not 1 divided by this matrix. Reciprocal is not defined. Note down some points, important point number 1, a rectangular matrices does not possesses inverse matrix since AB and BA should be defined and to be equal, it should have the same order. So a rectangular matrices, if you talk about this matrix, this is example 1 2 1 2 1 3, then the inverse matrix of this particular matrix is not defined. Why? Because if we want to find some, let us assume this is matrix A and we are getting matrix B also, somewhat we are getting, then what we are doing is we are multiplying. Definitely it should be how many, this 2 rows, 2 by n, you can take, this is 3 by 2, definitely this will be 2 by xyz whatever. So I am taking 2 by n order. So it is not possible to find out, it is possible to find out AB, but it is not possible to find BA. If you find BA, then it has to be 3, but at the same time whatever you are getting is not equal to that. That's why it is not defined, and rectangular matrix only square matrix has the inverse of that, but rectangular matrix that does not possess any inverse matrix. Second point, inverse of a matrix or I better write square matrix. If it exists, if it exists, then is unique. Definitely, inverse matrix is unique one. Next point is third point. If A and B are invertible matrix, if A and let us say A and B are invertible matrix of the same order, then say AB inverse can be written as B inverse A inverse. So what we are doing is we are finding AB, and this is, and after that, after finding AB, we are finding inverse of that. So definitely we will be able to fetch that. We can also find B inverse first, then A inverse first, and after that we can multiply. Both the result will have the same value or same answer. So moving to the next topic or next point, that is page 2, elementary operation elementary operations or transformations or transformations of a matrix. So what we are doing is elementary operations and transformations we are doing to find the inverse of matrix. So what are the operations or transformations? So we'll see there are three types of there are three types of operation, and first one is the interchange of any two rows or column, and symbolically it is represented as Ri. This is getting and undergoes Rj. So what you are doing is you are changing row. This is say row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, this is row 4, whatever you are having. So this is row 1, so row 2 or something, row 1, row 2, you are changing likewise. Second, or also in column Ci interchanging Cj. Similarly in column wise also you can interchange it. And second one is the multiplication of multiplication of elements of any row or column by a non-zero number. Let that number be k, that is not equal to 0, and definitely it can be symbolically represented as KRI, or in column CI goes to K times CI. And third one, the addition to the elements of any row or column, elements of any row or column, the corresponding elements of any other row or column multiplied by any non-zero number. Say let that number be k, which is non-zero. So symbolically we can represent Ri, that goes to Ri plus k times Rj. The addition to the elements of any row or column, the corresponding elements of any other row or column multiplied by any non-zero number, that let that number be k, then we can operate or we can transform the matrix by this. Or in column wise if we do, then this will Ci, that goes to Ci plus k times Cj. So while solving this, we will come to know how to use these many things. And one more thing, elementary operations to be restricted by row wise or column wise. One should not follow both the methods at the same time. One has to be follow only one method at a time. So let us solve one question, and this is page 3. And question says, by using elementary operation find the inverse of the matrix A such that 1 2 2 minus 1. What I am following is, I am following row wise. I am doing that. Row operations I will perform in this particular question. You have both the options, whether you want to perform by row operations or column operation. It is up to you which one you want to use. So it is just a similar kind of thing. We have seen that property we were using, interchanging rows and columns like in determinants, and multiply any row or column, that is k times scalar multiplication. We have seen that in the determinant also, and we know the things in determinant. We have studied these things also, but the we have restrictions over here, that we can, if we are starting with row operations, then entire question has to be by row operations only, and if we are starting with column, then we have to start with we have to solve with column operations only. We cannot switch in between solving the question from row to column or column to row. It is not permissible. Okay, so we have this question, and we have seen that before solving this question, I want to explain one more thing. We have seen the result. It has mentioned that AB equal to BA equal to I. I'll write it again. AB equal to BA equal to I, and we have found that this is inverse matrix of each other, we can say, or B is inverse of A and A is inverse of B. So one more result we have, that A equal to A into I equal to I into A. So what we are doing is we are transforming a matrix from this A to here. So definitely, and A will be remain the same as a constant. We will use A as A only, and what we are doing is we are transforming from A to I. We are making A matrix A to I, elementary matrix. We are making matrix A and we will transform it to elementary matrix. In the meanwhile, what we are doing is, elementary matrix we have already, and what we are doing is we are transforming these two at the same time. And by doing this, what we have is we will get this relation, and after that we know that A is A. So the remaining portion, this is transformed I, will get UB, and this is the only thing which we are requiring or which we are finding. This is the only final result, that is the called inverse of matrix A. So here we are doing the same. We will use the result A equal to AI, we know that. So we have a solution. Here I explain why we are using this one, and at the concept we have mentioned this one, right? Okay, so we know that in order to use elementary row operations, we may write A equal to AI. Then further we'll write the value of these things. So it is 1 2 2 minus 1 equal to A into I is what? 1001. This is I. Okay, and what we're doing is, first of all, we need to make this as positive, and these two terms should be equal to 0. So applying row wise this one and this one. So this is R1, this is R2. So what I'm doing is, I'm doing R1, that goes to R1 plus twice R2. Or shall I start with this one? Applying this one, what we will get is, here R1 plus 2R1. So this is R1 is, we are changing R1, this is twice R2. So it will become 2 into 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, and it will become 0. R2 will be as it is equal to A. Here what we get is 1, because 2 into 0 will 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, and this will get 0 plus twice R2, this is 2, and second row will be as it is. So what we are doing is R1 goes to 1 by 5 R1. So it will become 1, this will become 0, this is 2, this is minus 1, and equal to what we will get here, A, this is 1 by 5, this is 2 by 5, this is 0, this is 1. We are getting this one. Now further what we need is, we need to make this as 0 and this is positive 1. We will do that. So what we are doing is, we will make first this one as 0. So how we can do? R2 goes to R2 minus twice R1. So applying this one, what we get, this is 1, 0, this is 0, and this is obviously minus 1, equal to A, 1 by 5, 2 by 5. Now it will change. This is R2, R2 minus twice R1. Twice R1 minus means 2 by 5. We are getting 1 by 5 is here. So into 2 it will get 2 by 5. Okay. So 1 minus 4 by 5 will give you 1 by 5. 1 by 5. Okay. So what we are doing is, now applying R2, that goes to R2, negative R2. So what we are getting is 1, 0, 0, 1 equal to A, 1 by 5, 2 by 5, this is 2 by 5, and this is minus 1 by 5. Now what we have is, this is I, this is A, and definitely this is said as B. So we are getting I equal to AB, and B is inverse matrix of matrix A. So definitely this is our answer. So B equal to 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 2 by 5, and minus 1 by 5. This is our final answer. By elementary row operations we have performed, and we found that matrix P, which is inverse of this matrix. So it is here. This is page 4. We'll solve one more question and obtain the inverse of question. Obtain the inverse of the following matrix using elementary operations, and that matrix is given as 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1. By using elementary operation, we need to find the solution of or inverse matrix of this particular matrix. So what we are doing is we have seen in the last example the row transformation we have seen. Now I am solving this question by column transformation, so that you will be able to understand both the things, how to solve this thing. First of all, write a equal to ai, and according to that we need to write a is 0 1 2 1 2 3 3 1 1, and this is ai. So a, I'm writing I 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. This is I, that is identity matrix or unit matrix. Now what we will do, we will transform C1 to C2, and after that it will become 1 0 2 2 1 3 3 1, sorry, 1 3 1. This is column 2, this is column 1. We are, what we are doing is we are interchanging this column. So similarly we will perform here also. A, that will be 0 1 0, then 1 0 0, then 0 0 1. After that we are, what we are doing is in C3 is this one, this column. We are solving this 2 and this 3 first, and likewise we will solve. So our main motto is to make the element this one, this and this one to 0, just because to make identity matrix. So in C3 what we do is C3 minus twice C1. We will perform this task so that we will come to know what is the next thing. So this is C3, so I can write directly 1 2 1 0 1 3, and operation is, or transformation is on C3, so I have to be very careful about this one. So it will become 0 minus 1 and minus 1.